message wherever you stand. Calling every woman, calling every man. We're the generation can't afford to wait. The future started yesterday, and we're already late.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us, those who are attending this event today, wherever you're watching it. There's some of you watching it on YouTube, some of you watching here on Zoom. So we thank you for attending this, the first food insecurity event done by the interns that work with the program called Hungry for Knowledge. Hungry for Knowledge is the essentially the food pantry program, a food insecurity program that your college adopted a couple of years ago, in 2018 to be exact, that is supported through the generous support of the Carol and Milton Petrie Foundation, but it is also supported in no small way by the college campus through donations of food, through donations of money, through a variety of things that we actually have to help students throughout the university. Now, tonight's event, or this afternoon's event, is actually dealing with food insecurity at C.U.N.Y. So you're going to hear a lot of great resources and a lot of great information as it relates to some of the research that is available on food insecurity that affects C.U.N.Y. students, not just York, but throughout C.U.N.Y. And then also you're going to hear some resources that are available for you to help anyone, and for you to also even share. And then lastly, you're going to actually be favored with some cooking demonstrations by some of our fine intern chefs, interns who pose as chefs as well, or chefs who pose as interns. But I will tell you that the way the food pantry works, the way Hungry for Knowledge works, we have two groups of interns essentially, or come from two programs. One is health professions, which is under the overall guidance of by Dr. Linda Barley, and then the other is through social work. And social work has a large number of individuals who are working in one of two courses, one of two, not courses, but one of two classes, and then they're working towards their completion of those two classes. So they're with me for 2 semesters, where the health professions are working primarily through one, or they want to stay on. They could definitely do that as well. So we have a variety of speakers this afternoon that are going to come to you and talk to you about the different things that we have available and different things that they've prepared. They will introduce themselves in their own way, but I wanted to first just go a little bit back into the history behind food insecurity programming at the university, in no small part to the contributions made by the School of Public Health and Professional Studies, and a lot of their research and their work goes toward all the work that the university is doing. Currently, York College is in the process of adding to some of the benefits that you're going to hear today. There's going to be, later this semester, there's going to be a very large sort of reveal, if you will, regarding some of the things that are going to happen within the next few weeks. You'll hear about that. And we're also going to give you an opportunity to connect with our speakers, our interns that are ready and willing and able to go today. They're going to share, after their presentations, they're going to share with you their email address in the chat, and they're going to be able to put in the chat ways to communicate with them through their email address, and you can reach out to them if you have questions about their presentation, or if you have questions as for like information that you'd like to find out more about some of the things that they're going to talk about, then please feel free to reach out. And at any time, if you happen to have a question, those of you who are again watching this either here on Zoom or on YouTube, if you happen to have a question about any of the things that they're talking about, please put it in the chat. Please just type it in the chat and direct the question towards the panelists, and they'll be able, and the attendees, so everyone can see it, and they'll be able to act upon it or answer as much as they can, whether they answer it live or they'll put the answer in the chat as well. There's also an ability for you to have a Q&A. So if you happen to have a question you would like everyone to see, there's a Q&A function in the webinar. Just put your question in the Q&A as opposed to the chat. And in this way, everyone will be able to see it and we'll be able to share your question with everyone else. All right. First up, we're so excited. We have one of our amazing interns, this who's first semester with us, and is going to talk to you. She's going to lead off the section on the research part, and it is none other than Kyle Lopez. Take it away, Kyle.
Thank you, Professor Kosh. I want to share my screen with everyone. There you go. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kyle Lopez from the Food Pantry of York College, and today we will be presenting about food insecurity on college students. So I hope you will take away some good information and ideas about this matter. In recent years, colleges and universities have begun to recognize food insecurity as a need many students face. However, insight into food insecurity from the perspective of students who are actually experiencing it and from faculty and staff who support students is less frequently elevated in the articles and other major reports. So sometimes there's not enough information or research about this. So when COVID-19 happened, it caused many universities and colleges to think more critically about the impact that lack of access to reliable and consistent food, housing, healthcare, and other basic needs has on their students' ability to succeed academically. So today, I will be presenting slides based on a very recent studies made by organizations and schools and universities here in New York City. The first topic that I will be talking to you guys is about the problems that students face regarding this matter. The first problem is racial and ethnic disparities among food insecure households were evident even in the early days of the pandemic. In terms of low income disparities in food access, national data shows that neighborhoods with high percentage of low income residents are often located in food deserts. So what does food desert means? This means that people or residents from low income communities have to go to mid and high income communities just to access good supermarkets or good food markets for them to buy better options of food. So that's one of the problem. The second one is there is a strain in balancing work and financial responsibilities with food and academic work. The schools sometimes do not cater to working students' availability when it comes to food distributions or other helpful programs. Nationally, 43% of full-time undergrad students work while they are enrolled. Well, students need to work, right? We need to pay for our tuition and all the other adulting responsibilities. However, some universities um, are still designed in the college student of yesterday, which is enrolled full time, dependent to parents, and stuff like that. That's why, as a result, students who must work often have to contend with unfriendly policies and structures that do not take into consideration students' availability. Sadly, the reason why some cannot access these programs like food pantry and stuff or like the food giving programs is because the college do not cater in their availability, their schedules. Thirdly, and I think this is one of the most common thing regarding food pantries and food related programs, is that there is shame and stigma that impact students from food resource usage. Students feared being labeled as a pantry user, which brings with an indicator that they are different from their peers. Students believe that if they obtain food from the pantry, they will be labeled as poor. So, as a result, sadly, they choose to avoid this service. Well, just to share my personal experience, during my first to third year college at York, I always pass by the table in front of men's office or center, men's center office, and there is usually a table there where food pantry interns or students set up goods and sandwiches to give out to students. Um, and I thought at first I thought I didn't want to get those services or those like sandwiches because I was thinking maybe it is only for certain students. However, on my senior year, I have a friend and she likes free food. Well, who doesn't like free food, right? And she was like, "Come on, let's go there. Let's get some free sandwich. There's a sandwich there. Might as well try it. We paid for this in our tuition. It's included and stuff like that." It's like, okay, I'll try it. And then I tried it, and the sandwiches are actually good. And it broke my stigma regarding that idea that those sandwiches or those free food are only for certain type of students, where in fact it is for everyone. It is for every student who needs it or who just want to try it. So yeah, we need to break that stigma, which is one of the most common problem in relating to food insecurity. The next problem is that even when students become comfortable enough to use campus food resources, they may be discouraged by what they find or do not find in the pantry. While some students complain that the food at pantries was occasionally of low quality, especially if the pantry is stocked primarily through donations. Additionally, students were disappointed that the pantries often lack food that reflect their cultural or religious needs and preference. Well, one question that stuck to me while doing this research was that a student asked, "Why does the pantry have Italian dressing but not soy sauce?" Well, as an Asian, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because sometimes if maybe sometimes maybe the reason why the students are not really getting the resources is because the food available do not cater to their cultural needs or their religious needs. So that's one of the problems. But actually, as a food intern at your college in the food pantry, well, I'm proud to say that our program director actually look into what the students want. Like if there are like we have fresh produce day once in a while, and we have eggs and onions, some good stuff. So I can attest, well, low key promoting the food pantry, that we actually have good food that could cater to your needs and to your wants, probably. And lastly, according to Hope Center for College, Community, and Justice, 41% of college students at 2 or 4 year institutions experience food insecurity starting April to December 2020. So we know that last year the pandemic started and many were affected due to the pandemic. Thus, I will be showing some impacts on students. Impacts on students. First, recent food pantry users in a Feeding America study reported that food insecurity is one of the several challenges and barriers to achieving students' educational goals. Well, that's true because it's hard to study when we're hungry, right? Like instead of just memorizing the periodic table, we will be talking about the ingredients. What are we gonna cook? What are we gonna eat? So because of the pandemic, a lot of people were impacted. A lot of students were impacted in achieving their educational goals. Also, 89% of students at one university here in New York are eating less than they should because they lack sufficient food or money. Um, some students are forced to do intermittent fasting. It's not like they're doing a diet, but sometimes they are forced to do intermittent fasting because they do not have food. They do not have money to buy food. Also, some students' meal choices often have low nutritional value because they cannot afford some fresh goods or healthier options. It's given, like if we do not have enough resources or options, then we can't really, even though we want to be pescatarian or vegan, we can't really choose if we do not have enough money, right? Or like if we want healthier options. So it impacts on their nutritional choices. And lastly, students indicated that prior to the pandemic, they took advantage of food resources on campus, such as food pantry or the free food or meals served as a part of students' affairs sponsored events. So since the pandemic happened, there's not enough opportunities for students to really access those programs or food giving. stuff. So yeah, those are the impacts on students, and my colleagues, my co-students, co-researchers will be talking more about statistics and other things that we can do regarding this matter. So I'm calling Lupita. I'm passing the baton. Take the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle, for sharing that information. My name is Pina Garcia. I am an intern for York's Food Pantry, and I will be sharing briefly statistics regarding food insecurity. Um, I'm gonna share my screen right now, but it's not allowing me to. Oh, can you guys see the slides? No, right?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Sorry, guys, we're having some technical difficulties. Uh, yeah, it's not allowing me to share my screen for some reason. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. It could be that a permission issue that sometimes happens with respect to your browser, but you can kind of just read it out or talk through it. Totally fine.
Okay. Well, I had written of yeah, as I was saying, I was writing about statistics regarding food insecurity. So what I was saying was before the pandemic hit, the food insecurity rate was at its lowest it has ever been in the last 20 years. In other terms, 1 in 9 individuals and 1 in 7 children lived in food insecurity households. The main reason for this was influenced by unemployment and poverty. The unemployment rate was 3.7% at the end of 2019, and the poverty rate reached 10.5%. After the pandemic hit, it was estimated that 45 million people, including 15 million children, might have experienced food insecurity in 2020. On the next slide I have written was, according to one estimate by researchers at Northwestern University, food insecurity more than doubled as a result of the economic crisis brought on by the outbreak. A separate analysis by researchers at Northwestern found insecurity has more than tripled among households with children to 29.5%, meaning 1 in 7 adults plus 1 in 5 children may have experienced food insecurity in 2020. Economic recovery is likely to be slower for communities of color overall. 21.6% of Black individuals, meaning 1 in 5, may have experienced food insecurity in 2020. And it was recorded that 12.3% of white individuals experience food insecurity, or in other words, 1 in 8 white individuals. And on my third slide, I have showed a graph, and it was mainly stating how other communities are affected by are food stress. Sorry, let me restart there. The data show that food insecurity in other communities was completely different depending on the race. So Black and Hispanic Americans are particularly disproportionately affected, whereas white and other communities had drastically low percentages of food insecurity. According to the USDA, 19.1% of Black households and 15.6% of Hispanic households experienced food insecurity in 2019. White Americans fell below the national average with 7.9% experiencing food insecurity. And yeah, lastly, we have Zainab sharing more information regarding this.
Hello, guys. My name is Zainab. I will wrap up our topic, our research on food insecurity. Um, I'm trying to share my screen, but it said that the host disabled participant screen sharing.
You can share.
Okay, I'll try again. Okay. Mm, okay. Ugh, computer's so slow. Mm. Okay, food insecurity in CUNY. Here we have all the CUNY schools listed. You can see there are 19 CUNY schools in total. What is food insecurity? According to the United States Department of Agriculture, the USDA, food insecurity can be defined as having limited or uncertain access to nutritious, safe foods necessary to lead a healthy lifestyle. The USDA also notes that the households that experience food insecurity also have reduced quality or variety of meals that may have a regular intake. Having a reduced variety of meals intake can definitely cause an individual to have an unbalanced diet. And with an unbalanced diet, many health problems can arise within a person. Some examples are diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, and etc. Um, Sorry, brain froze. Mm,
Don't be nervous. You got this.
Brain froze. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, wait. No. Sorry, guys. Okay. Food insecurity and the students. Due to a survey that was taken of the students, data shows that out of the sample of the 39.2% of CUNY students that were interviewed, about 2 in 5 reported that they experienced food insecurity in the past 12 months. Applying this rate to the estimated enrollment of over 250,000 undergraduate students in the spring 2010 semester, this suggests that almost 100,000 CUNY students experienced some level of food insecurity at some point in the last year. More food insecurity amongst students. About twice as many students reported that they often or sometimes were worried that they would not have enough money for food. That was about over 45% of students. As reported that they often or sometimes went hungry because of a lack of money, and that was over 22% of the students said that, and that suggested high level of food insecurity is less common than lower levels. As we can assume, certain races are more privileged in having to deal with food insecurity. Based on data provided by CUNY.edu, some populations of CUNY students had significantly higher rates of food insecurity than others. For example, Black and Latino students were about 1.5 times more likely to report food insecurity than white and Asian students. This data only reiterates the systemic racism Black and other people of color in this country face. And here we have a video.
The concept of starving students used over the years as a kind of joke, but a new study shows for students at CUNY, it's real.
Yeah, shocking new surveys out tonight shows nearly half the students at the City University of New York have gone hungry in the last month. More than half have been without a place to live in the past year. The numbers are stunning.
Starving students, indeed. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Stacey Sager.
With recent scandals highlighting injustice in the college admissions process, it's important to point out what some call a much greater injustice among students. A new survey of students here at the City University of New York showing large numbers are often hungry and in need of proper housing. Neil Omacharan, a senior here at Lehman College in the Bronx, among them.
It really does affect the mind because it also comes with a lot of stress because you keep it in mind because all you're thinking about is what am I going to eat next? I'm hungry right now.
Neil's one of 40 students who utilize the school's food pantry just to get by, but more need to, according to recent data from the study called the Real College Survey conducted by Temple University's Hope Center. The survey questioned 22,000 students at C.U.N.Y's 19 campuses and found that nearly half experienced food insecurity in the 30 days before. And many fall through the cracks because they don't meet eligibility for food stamps. There's also a stigma. That's because college students are typically thought of as being privileged. These data show that C.U.N.Y students are not privileged. Now, the survey also shows that more than half the students on these campuses are housing insecure, that is, struggling to pay rent, and 14% are homeless.
I had to live with family, shelter, tried different options, and now I'm back on my feet, thank God.
Researchers hoping the startling numbers lead to an adjustment of eligibility standards for food stamps and housing programs.
Students who are enrolled full-time are put at a disadvantage for getting affordable housing.
And they say the need for more financial aid in the C.U.N.Y system has never been greater.
Yeah. Okay, here I have a graph that shows the prevalence of food insecurity by selected student characteristic. We can see that Black and Hispanic students have the highest levels of food insecurity. The white and Asian are about the same, 30%, but Hispanic and Black is in the 40s. It's pretty up there. Very unfortunate. What to do next about food insecurity? The data presented here suggests that many C.U.N.Y students experience food insecurity and that existing programs are not adequately addressing the problem of food insecurity. However, in the past few years, C.U.N.Y has initiated several new programs to address students' needs. For example, all C.U.N.Y community colleges campuses have single-stop offices, a program that links eligible students to government programs like the food stamp program, the Women and Infants Children program, which is the WIC, Supplemental Food Program. Even though some of these campuses are attempting to tackle this problem through some of the programs listed up here, food insecurity is still very rampant amongst C.U.N.Y students. The students don't have much resources, funding, or really anything else to help them. And most importantly, redlining is definitely a factor in this food insecurity issue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zainab. Very, very nice. Thank all three of you for doing a fantastic job in covering the concept and overall issue of what food insecurity is. That last presentation really summed it up very, very well as far as the numbers. And Lupita also really did a nice deep dive in the numbers themselves. And Kyle really set the stage as for what personally what food insecurity has meant to her and for her. So I really appreciate it. Thank you all very much. Nice job. We are now moving from the research part into the resource part. So Zainab actually mentioned something about what C.U.N.Y itself, the university, has been offering or has created, such as the single stop programming at the community colleges and at John Jay. But there are other types of programs and other resources that are available. And so one of our shining star interns, Ms. Maritza Ayala, is going to kick off the resource part and share with you some of the resources that are available for all of C.U.N.Y as it relates to food insecurity. Take it away, Maritza.
Hello, everybody. My name is Maritza. I am going to introduce the next segment. Let me just share my screen. Just let me know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay, so I'm gonna introduce the Food Bank for New York City, which is one of the organizations that offers help for any CUNY student or anybody in the state of New York to find food security or any food nearby you. So just to get to know the Food Bank for New York City, their mission is to end hunger by organizing food information and support for community survival and dignity. The Food Bank for New York City has been working to end food poverty in all 5 boroughs for over 36 years. And as the city's largest hunger relief organization, they employ a multifaceted approach centered on helping low-income New Yorkers overcome their circumstances and achieve greater independence. I wanted to show you guys how to navigate the Food Bank of New York City's website, just so that you guys understand where certain resources you could find, where you could find everything. Mainly, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I hope you can. We're at the page, at the Food Bank for New York City page right now. And in order to navigate, to really get to see where to find resources in your area, we're gonna click on the Find Help. We're gonna go to Find Food. And over here, if you scroll down a little bit, this is their page. And this map, you could click the full screen. And then over here, you could really put in like the zip code you're in. You could put in what borough you want to look at. So we're gonna put in, I'm gonna do an example. Oops, sorry. Okay, and then it'll show all of the pantries or the locations where you could find food, or if they're open for like prepared food to go, it'll show you here. If you press on one of these, it'll show you their exact location, it'll show you their contact, it'll show you their phone number, and at the bottom, you'll see the times and days that they're open. So this is truly a very helpful way of looking for food that is nearby, or looking for a resource or somewhere to go to find food if you're in a pinch, or if you need to see what pantry is available at the days that you are available as well. The Food Bank for New York City is culturally aware. They train their staff to be sensitive to the unique needs of their clients. And this is done by censoring and prioritizing the dignity of everyone who is in need of their help. So in certain communities, they have different ways of prioritizing their community's needs and seeing what they actually may want in the pantries. So maybe you'll find something more tailored at a community where you predominantly see more Hispanics or more Islam community. Up next, I'm gonna promote the Iftar on the Go. This is an initiative with New York City Comptroller Scott Stringer and Islamic Relief, in which they will provide free halal iftar meals at Food Bank for New York City's Community Kitchen in Harlem. There will be distributions. There have already been some on April 15th and April 22nd. The upcoming ones that will be held are on April 29th and on May 6th at 4 p.m. And the address is right down below here. If anything, I could always just put in the chat right after I finish. So yeah, like as it's Ramadan, everybody is fasting, and this is a way of finding help when your culture or culturally you have to follow um, your culture. I'm sorry. So this is a way to find when you really don't, when you're in a pinch and you really don't know what you're gonna eat. And some people really need this help. And I feel like this could, this is really handy. Another resource that you could look at, it's the mobile pantry and the pop-up distribution that the Food Bank for New York City offers. They have a mobile pantry with new times and locations weekly. So if you sign up on their website, right here is the link. I will also put it in the chat. You could always sign up. Every week, they're gonna come out with new times, new slots where their mobile pantry is gonna be at. So I know this past weekend, they were at Coney Island, they were in Manhattan. So each week, if you sign up, they'll let you know where their new location is at. And I really hope you guys take advantage of this and truly try to look at their website and see what else they have available other than just the food pantry and the food resources. They have a lot more. And with that, I'm gonna leave you guys. I will stop sharing. Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys and I'll hand you off to Eddie, who is up next.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to talk about the SNAP benefit. And then what is SNAP? It is a supplemental nutrition and assistance program. Before I start, I'm gonna share my screen. So we're gonna see the resource that we need if you wanna make an application, the eligibility and whatever we need. So I'm sharing right now. Share my screen. Okay, can you see it?
It's black. Oh, here. Okay, it's up now.
Okay, so so this is like a resource. It contains a lot of information, but we're still gonna get into the Access HRA website. But this is like before you apply, you need to know exactly what it entails, the documents you need to gather together before you make your application. And then what is SNAP? It's just the money to buy food. And then not just food, money to buy healthy food. So how does this work? It works like you need help in paying for your groceries with SNAP, and sometimes they call it food stamps. And then what we're going to do is for college students, you're eligible to participate as well, especially if you're in federal work assistance program. You can apply as well. And at times, a lot of people believe that, oh, because maybe I'm working and I won't be qualified. You never know, you just have to try first. And then what else you need to do? You need to, what you need to include, you need the document, you need like a form of identification, like your driver's license, official photo ID, your US passport, birth certificate, baptismal certificate, any other religious certificate, social security card, or ITIN, marriage records, medical card, naturalization certificate, official birth certificate, official school records, adoption records, voter registration card, other official records showing. Sorry, come right now. Oh, give me a minute. Come on now. Anyway, just block my screen. I'm trying to cancel this. Okay. All right. So so you're gonna then you need a proof where you live. That where you live, they're gonna ask you to bring like a mailing, like if you have any mail being sent to your where you live, or your ID that shows your address, you need to put that in. Then proof of for your income. This is very important for you to get the to be eligible. Then proof of your expenses. That means they're gonna ask you all your expenses, everything you're paying for, your bills, they're gonna ask for that. Then proof of your citizenship, proof of your resources, how you're getting money from, then proof for your disability, your school attendance, if you're a student, health insurance, proof to pay paid or unpaid medical bills, They're gonna ask for all that. Then how to apply. When you apply, that's when you're gonna go to, I'm gonna click on that right now, then you go to Access HRA. So when you go to Access HRA, then it's gonna take you to this website. So it's gonna take you to this. Once you're on this website, it shows you're on the right part. All you have to do is you need to set up, create an account before you can get into it. I can tell you exactly what it looks like. Once you get into it, it's gonna show you every information. It's very easy to navigate, nothing too difficult. Everything is written clearly there. They're gonna ask you about your documents. It's gonna be like your next appointment date. Everything is gonna be there. How you're gonna fill the form, very easy to fill out. You fill it out, you submit. Then someone is gonna call you. Due to COVID, you're not going to the office anymore. They're gonna call you. Once you submit, someone will call in the next 30 to 1 hour or more, than depends on how busy they are. And they have a lot of cases, and that they're gonna call you and they will interview you. The interview will only take about like 15 to 20 minutes. They just want to know you. They want to know, they're gonna ask you what exactly what do you need, your when did you, they're gonna ask about your financial, everything. They're gonna ask you all questions just for them to know exactly if you're eligible or not. Then once I'm gonna go back to the Access HRA, so resources website again. This website, it contains a lot of information. So this is like, it's gonna tell you about the SNAP benefit. Once you click on the SNAP benefit, this is Access HRA website. So you're gonna click on the SNAP benefit. So once you're there, it's gonna tell you if they're returning, to submit document for them to recertify you. Then after that, then this shows about how to apply. With that, the number is there, like 718-557-1399. That's the number you can call if you don't want to do the form one. Then there, it's gonna go down, then it shows how you can apply. There are videos that shows how you can apply, like step by step. It's gonna show, you will never miss it. And if you have any problem, you can call 311 and then tell them that you want to apply for SNAP benefit. They're gonna direct you and link you to a number, and someone will speak to you. And then what can you buy with the SNAP benefit? After you've applied, you're eligible. They're gonna call you, they're gonna tell you within, and the cases is based on individual. Someone might be getting 188 in maybe cash assistance, maybe yours might be 100. It depends on individual, it depends on what you're eligible for. It's not like because Mr. A is getting maybe 234 a month, I'm gonna get 234. I mean, yours might be more, yours might be lower. It depends, but the main point is you're gonna get money to buy healthy food. And then what can you buy with the food, fruit and vegetable? I mean, with the SNAP benefit, you can buy fruit and vegetables, meat, poultry and fish, dairy products, bread and cereal, other foods such as snack food and non-alcoholic beverages, and seed and plant with produce for the household to eat. That you can buy seed and plant. You can, if you have a little garden, you can buy some seeds and plant, and just like have those little tomatoes, and you wake up every morning looking at those nice colors, the tomatoes and the vegetables and all that, which is good. And you cannot use SNAP benefit to buy beer, wine, liquor, cigarette, or tobacco. No vitamins. You can't buy vitamins, medicine, and supplements. You cannot buy live animals except shellfish. Fish removed from water and animals slaughtered, you cannot use SNAP, they will not accept it. And then foods that are hot at the point of sale. Yeah, I have SNAP, okay, I can just go to a restaurant and use it. You cannot use it to pay food at the restaurant. Or you're going to Chinese to get some chicken wings. No, you can't do that. So then you cannot buy any pet food, cleaning supplies, you cannot. All they are just trying to say is you can only use it to buy healthy food so you can eat. And then and you can use your SNAP benefit card, which is the EBT card, in any grocery stores like Key Food, like different grocery, the big ones. You can go meds and all of that. You can use it to they accept it. You can use it to buy, and then so that's it. So what you just have to do is make sure you get into Access HRA website, log in, create your own account, log in, very easy to use. You can be qualified for both SNAP, cash assistance, and Medicaid at the same time. You don't need to do it separately. You can do the three at the same time. Once you're eligible, they're gonna send everything to you one time, and it comes in the white and blue card, which is the benefit card. So all you have to do is you only need the number. Once you go to the store, all you have to do is just present your card, and that's it. And then you get, if you're qualified for cash assistance, you get it 2 times in a month. And if your SNAP, your food stamps is only once a month. And also you qualify for a fares in New York City. Your Metro card, you're gonna pay 50% of it. You're going to be, once you have this, you'll be qualified for that. All you have to do is, once you get into the Access HRA, you can apply. You can just click on it. It's right there. You click on it, and then in the next 1-2 weeks, they will send you a Metro card where you just have to put money and you pay half of what everybody's paying. And also for the bike, you have like I think it's like 5%, like the ride share for the city bike, and which is quite good. I will encourage everybody to try it. You might never know. You might be qualified. You might think, oh, I'm not, but everybody should try and see what will come out of it. So that's all about it. And then I'm gonna go to the next. I think it's Oluwaseyi, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So, hello, hi. My name is Oluwaseyi. I'm going to talk about Grow New York City. Grow New York City started in 1970 as a nonprofit organization. Their mission is to improve New York City's quality of life throughout programs, basically providing a clean and healthy environment for generations. Having people have food with no limitations for your income. So it doesn't matter what your income is, that they providing food in different ways. So they have over 50 different green markets and 15 different farmers markets that you can get you can get food from, that's from local farms. They're basically like a distributor. They also have different food distribution sites in your community, and I'm going to put the information in the chat when I'm finished. Also, they have other things that's within their company. Is basically they have recycling, so you can bring in scraps, your food scraps, to these different locations, and it helps for them to grow these things locally, grow the fruits and vegetables locally. They also have different programs donating clothes, so things that's clean and dry. They accept those things at these markets, and you guys can donate it. If you don't think that other people can wear it, you can still bring it. They do use it. They basically distribute all of them and make it that way that some people can wear those things, and things that they can't wear, they still use it for other things like rags for in different gardens. They also have gardens to build and support local gardens in the area so people can volunteer. They also have education programs that you can interact with the environment. They have school tours and presentations for students. So if you have any kids, you can go on their website and you can recommend them to the schools. They'll come out or they'll schedule school tours for them children. They also have green markets and farmers markets, youth markets. They have a fresh food bank, a fresh food box pickup. So for all New York City people. You can have access to fresh food. At the markets, they have cooking demos as well. So the things that you get in the fresh boxes, if you don't know how to cook it, they have cooking demos at these farmers markets. So you can pretty much, get an idea of some of the things that you don't normally eat that it's in the box. So for the food boxes, they accept cash, EBT, debit, credit, SNAP, health bucks. So basically the bags range from $14, $17, and $20. But we have some savings. So people are that have SNAP, they get it for half price. People with EBT, they get $7 for the boxes. So those resources that were just stated before about the SNAP benefits, you can enroll and you can still use those the money that you get from there in the farmers markets. Um, Also, for the farmers markets, they have when you spend $2, they give you an extra $2 back, so up to $10. So you can definitely use your food stamps there and get the health bucks back, and you're basically saving a lot and getting extra. Lastly, they have another program that they have is new that they started in 2020. It was the Emergency Fresh Food Box. They have 20 different community partners for distribution. Places that's in Melrose, Washington Heights, Howard Beach, Sheepshead, Flushing, and a lot different more. Is a variety of fruits and vegetables, two sources of proteins and two starches that you guys can go. I'm gonna put the information in the chat as well, and you can go to these places and get these fresh bags. And that's all. I'm gonna pass it to Christina.
Hi guys, so today I'll be talking about whyhunger.org, and basically they believe that there's a world without hunger. So their mission is to provide critical resources to support grassroots movements and field community solutions rooted in social, environmental, racial, economic justice. And they are working to end hunger and advance the human rights to nutritious food in the US and around the world. And basically they're like the food banks. So you go on their website and you basically put in like your zip code to find local pantries and soup kitchens and whatnot. They also have like different programs where they have so they have like grassroots programs, and I'm sorry, my internet is going in and out, so I'm trying to use my phone and my laptop at the same time.
We can hear you. Keep going. It's fine.
Now I'm trying to get to the information. Sorry. One second. So they basically have like artistry, community-based activities where they connect with community leadership, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna try to connect to my phone so you can see how to navigate the website. It's saying only the host can share.
You can share.
Okay. Can you guys see? Or no?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So you would go on the website. So I'm gonna go to find food since it's a little bit different on my phone, and I'm just gonna type in a zip code. And you click on find food, and it'll basically bring up a map of all the locations for like soup kitchens and pantries. And as you can see, you'll just scroll down and it basically will tell you what it is. So if it's like a food pantry, see this one says Jamaica Community Worship Center. It'll say food pantry. It'll also tell you if it's a soup kitchen. Like this one will tell you that it's a soup kitchen. It'll tell you the address, the phone number. They also have a website that a hotline that you can call. It's 1-800-5-HUNGRY. And you can also text your zip code and they'll just use like a form to locate like an emergency food provider and services that you might need. I'm trying to see something else. They also have like student ambassador programs and stuff like that. You can also volunteer with them. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. So that's just a little bit of information in case you guys need it. And I don't know if there's anyone else. Sorry guys, a little nervous.
Thank you, Christina. That was awesome. You did a great job. Thanks all of you presenters for the resource portion of the program. Awesome job. A lot of great information. I think we're going to wind up doing this again to share with other groups, particularly some of the groups coming in for summer. I think it would be great. But I do want to again thank all of you for sharing all of that wonderful information. There was one of the comments in the YouTube. Some of the YouTube viewers were saying that you guys are doing an awesome job. So keep up the great work. They really appreciate the information that you're sharing. And now we've moved to the final segment of our food insecurity event here today, which is new. So we're hoping then, and I should also mention that this particular program will be available on YouTube immediately following this broadcast on the York College YouTube page. So if you happen to have a subscription, just go to recently live videos or recently uploaded, or subscribe, and you can find the link to this video. But I will also share it with the campus on the college app known as the Cardinal app. For those who'd like to get more information about it or see it again, or if you'd like to absorb some of the additional information that the panelists talked about that perhaps you didn't get right away. Now, a lot of it had been shared in the chat, which is amazing, but you can also find out more by clicking on the links and things like that, or just exploring, particularly like what Eddie shared and what a lot of the others shared regarding some programs that you can benefit from today. But anyway, this last section I'm very excited about. It's the first time we're doing something this crazy. No, I'm kidding. It's just something that we're doing instead of not one chef, not two chefs, no, but Hungry for Knowledge is going to have 3 chefs, and we're really excited about that. I'm going to let the chefs introduce their own dishes. What we decided to do was give our viewers some tips on how to prepare healthy food options. One of the things we try our best to do is to make sure you and the campus community, the CUNY campus community, has healthy food options. So we do have our produce days every 2 weeks. We do also share as much as we can as far as recipes. But in this case, these recipes or these dishes that you're going to see in a couple seconds are prepared by our interns, some of their favorite dishes, healthy dishes that they prepared for us today to learn from. So the first up, we have Salwa Rega. She's going to share with you her amazing vegetable dish, and I'll turn it over to Salwa. Salwa.
Hi everyone, my name is Salwa Raji, your college student, intern for Food Pantry Hungry for Knowledge. I will share with you a video I made for a healthy recipe, vegetables in a cast iron.
Yeah, we're not actually seeing it. We're hearing it, but we're not seeing it, Sawa.
Okay. You you weren't able to see it?
No, we only saw Oscarina yelling that she can't see anything.
Okay. What about you?
No, we all see the same thing.
Okay,
No, we
okay,
didn't see it. Just Oscarina.
okay.
While Sawa is preparing this video, we do have a couple of other really, really nice ones. Following Sawa will be Sophia, and after that will be Oscarina sharing her amazing broccoli soup, which is served in all the fine dining restaurants throughout the country. So we're really, really excited she's sharing that recipe with us today. Salwa, are you ready? Or did you?
Yes, Professor. Just give me a second. I don't know why.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, just check the share button on the bottom of the screen there, and I'll keep talking. There you go. This is a comedian's favorite time. Who's from Brooklyn? I mean, and it's a joke. So what I want to say is, when Rich is like, "Hey," what I want to say is, for those who may be watching this, through either YouTube or through Zoom, some of our attendees, we do want to thank you for coming today. I do see all of the wonderful, like Booma Devi's here, Jaya, Julie, the amazing Julie's here, Martha, Melanie, Milana, and Nicholas. Thank you guys for coming by and watching the presentations. If you have any questions as well, because some of this information you might have learned, if you have any questions, please type it in the chat. We'll go ahead and answer a few questions now. Like I said, there was one comment on YouTube of a person who said you guys are doing an amazing job, but you can also ask the panelists questions if you have any while we have a couple seconds. I know I had one question for Eddie, but I'm not sure if he would know it. But I was just curious. So Eddie, how fast is the turnaround if they submit a SNAP application? How long does it take usually for them to respond? Given the COVID information.
Yeah, like I said earlier on, it depends on how they have more cases in their hand. At times it might be like in 30 minutes.
Okay.
Someone will call that, oh, we receive an application, and then they'll start the interview. At times it might be a day, at times it might be 2 days. It depends on the individual. It depends on how busy, or maybe if you apply on Monday, Monday might be their busy day. If you apply on Friday, might be the fast day. It depends. You cannot, but it's not too long like before where you have to submit and they have to send you paper forms and all that. They don't do that anymore. Right now, it's just one time, and because most of them work from home, right now, so it's so easy for them to just call you right away once they get the application.
Got it. Okay, awesome. That's fast. I didn't realize it was so fast. That's awesome. So in the meantime, I think what we'll do, is move to Sophia. Sophia Sapital. So I am going to have her start her presentation while Salwa and her technicians work out the kinks there. So don't go anywhere, Lupita. Don't yawn. But we're going to be here. Yeah, we saw you yawning. We're going to be here just for a couple of other segments. So Sophia, if you are ready, why don't you introduce your dish and let us see what you are, how you can prepare your salad.
Okay, so basically I can introduce my dish, but I think you're gonna share the video, right? Or I have to share by myself?
You have to share. I don't have your video. You would share
Oh,
it.
I sent it to you before.
I did. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Maybe. How long ago did you send it?
Friday.
Oh no, I definitely did not get it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a little tough because I'm not ready to send it. I was thinking you're gonna send it when I introduce myself.
Like, it's probably too large of a file. It never got to me.
Oh, that's why maybe.
You can send it in teams because I have Oscarina's. She sent hers as a movie, so I have hers ready to go. If it while you send it, if you want, or can you play it now and share it?
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to share it.
Okay, in teams. Let me move to Oscarina, and she can introduce her
Sorry.
dish as well. Oscarina Pichardo.
Hi guys, good afternoon everybody. Thank you for joining today. So what I made for you guys, it was a broccoli soup or cream as I like it. You could use chicken broth. I didn't use it, but I hope you enjoy it. Let me see. Just here. Can you all see my screen? Yes, I cannot. Okay, cool. Cup of broccoli, cheese, more cheese because I love creamy, cilantro, garlic powder, pink Himalaya, and pepper. These are going to be the ingredients to make my broccoli soup. So once the broccoli comes to a simmer, I like to have some pieces. I wash them, taking some out, just to have some of them. And then I use my immersive blender. Once the broccoli. Oh, what happened? What happened? This is not the video I sent. So when everything comes to simmer, I hope this is not it. Now I will add my salt to taste. Garlic. I love garlic. So probably give it some more. Pepper.
Yes, you love garlic. My goodness.
So it is creamy. I love creamy. Okay. And so I'm gonna put the mozzarella cheese. Oh, I'm gonna chop this because I like it very creamy. So I put a lot of cheese. Put this mozzarella cheese. I love to do for texture. And one slice. This is good also for the taste. I'm just gonna put it. Then we stir it into it melts. And voila, there you have. So the cheese helped the texture of the cream because I like it like that. You don't have to put cheese. You can just make it without the cheese. It's very healthy. It's pretty easy. My daughter loves it. You can add broccoli, chicken broth, but you don't have to. It's really up to you guys. So it's pretty simple, and these things that you can do for less than $5. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you very much. You're kind of heavy-handed on the garlic, but it was. I know you love it. It was good. You said I like a little garlic. It was like wow, it didn't stop. But anyway, thank you. It was very good, very very nice. I definitely will try it. I certainly think that's awesome. So now Salwa is ready.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
I on my phone, so.
Yep, go right ahead.
Okay. So give me permission, Professor, to share.
Yes, ma'am. So sorry, I forgot you came back out. Oh, what a nice wallpaper. Very nice, Salo. Awesome job. Very good. It looked amazing. That was a beautiful vegetable dish that is appropriate for any particular person's in terms of nutrition, vegetarian or even halal. It's, I think, amazing dish. So very, very nice. And the soundtrack, "I'm So Alone." I love that. But that was a very, very nice job, Salo. Awesome job. And so, let's see, Sophia. Oh, here we go. Sophia, let's see.
Yes, I tried to share, but I couldn't. I don't know.
Oh, did
Yeah.
so it is at the bottom of the screen there, that green box that says.
Yes, I see that, but I have Apple, so sharing is I don't know.
Oh, I have Apple. It's the same. It's the same thing. It doesn't change. It's just right. It just you just select the video and share that.
Yeah, I have the video here.
Okay.
So I'm sorry.
What do you want to send
I
it to?
didn't realize I have to do it, but I was thinking you're gonna share it because I sent it to you.
Yeah, no, I didn't get any video from you. I got it's the same way with Sal was. Hers was also too large. You can't email a video usually, so if you send it in Teams, I might be able to open up that way.
Wow, I don't know what to do now.
Well, walk us through. I'm just kidding. No, that's okay. Well, we'll add it to the video afterwards. You can just tell us what you did and.
Okay, no problem. So I can tell. Hi everyone, my name is Safia too. So my quote today is what goes into your health late in the day. Why I chose this quote? Because one of us, so we can eat whatever we want in the day because we have busy life. We don't have time to cook or buy something is healthy. So that's why I chose bacon salmon. So good. Today I'm going to make a simple, easy dinner dish because I made this at night for the salmon. So and vegetable. The ingredient that I use for my salmon was simple and easy because of the time. Sometimes So I chose like 2 pound side of salmon, boneless, skin on, but it's your choice. Some people like bone, some people it doesn't. So, and 4 spring fresh rosemary. You can use herb of your choice, any herb you like to use. And I use 2 medium yellow lemon. And I use 2 tablespoons extra olive oil, 1 teaspoon salt, kosher salt. I use 1 cup table ground or black pepper. I use 4 cloves garlic, peel and ground chop it. If you want it, you can add like a additional herb to your choice, like basil, thyme, parsley. Is optional what you want. So the one I have the salmon. I wash the salmon, cleaning up everything, and then time for season it. What I have done first, which my season it. First of all, I take the salmon, I put on the in 1 plate, put the salt, a little salt, not too much salt because I don't like salt anyway. And I put the olive oil on the top. I put the garlic, the 4 garlic I have garment already. I put the rosemary on the top, little bit. And first of all, I have the 4 yellow lemon. I have to slice them like 6 slices. So I put them on the barrel. And the rosemary, like 4 spring rosemary. So I put the fish on the top, on the barrel of the fish, on the lemons, all of these things. And after associate everything, I boil the, I have a yellow, no, I'm sorry. I have the red and the white potato. So I put them on the fire for 8 minutes, put a little sauce. After that, I take off the red and the yellow potato, season it with black pepper, a little black pepper. So I put it on the side, hold the fish, and place it in the oven about 450 France height, about like 15 to 10 minutes. No, 15 to 20 minutes will last long. So after that, 15 to 20 minutes, I take off the fish. It was well done, quick and easy to make it for the dinner. It was delicious and tasty. So anyone who like it, because we are a student, we don't have a lot, at least we don't have time. So it's an easy recipe to do it if you like fish. So I'm gonna try to send the video on the website later.
Awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. It would be great to see the finished product. It sounds amazing. Sounds delicious. Sounds like now I want to run out and order. I'm kidding. No, good.
It's so quick. It's very quick to do it, though.
I don't have any salmon in the house, but I will buy it, and I think I'll definitely use that recipe. Thank you very much. That sounds amazing. So thank you all. So, thank you, Salwa. Thank you, Sophia, and also thank you, Oscarina. That's a whole nice meal. You guys have the vegetables, the soup as an appetizer, and then Sophia with the salmon as the entree. Sounds like an amazing night. I want to again thank everyone for participating in today's session. We are definitely going to do this again for our incoming interns, which actually begin in 2 weeks. So we have about 20 new interns that we're going to have serve as guests that we're going to have you prepare, this information again. Now that you've done it once, we'll be able to do it again very easily. And you have your PowerPoints and everything ready, and you have a chance to get your devices together. So we'll do it again for them, as well as the whole CUNY audience again. We have this Friday, we have a CUNY-wide food insecurity event. So we're going to share that information with them. We'll do it again. We'll do it exactly 3 weeks from today. So we'll prepare for that. Lapid is like 3 weeks. Okay, yeah, 3 weeks from today. We'll just mark on your calendars, and everyone prepare to come back again. Thank you to our attendees, those who are visiting with us from the program. We're so happy that you've come to join us and support your fellow classmates. Thank you, Sala, and thank you. Yes, great job, everyone. Echo Julie's sentiments. Great job. I know she's very proud to seeing all the hard work that you guys did, because you guys did an awesome job. But also share this information, please, if you could, in the campus app. I was gonna say the chat, but in the campus app, in the chat for Student Feed under the Cardinal app, because this information is great to share for those who are interested, and I know a lot of people will be very thankful that you can kind of share this information. I really, really like Kyle's story about, and though she led off, but she talked about how she herself, and I didn't actually remember her, but how she herself for a couple years would come by and see the sandwiches we used to serve with our grab and go program, which we don't do obviously now, but that kind of program was sort of like a gateway for people to kind of, as it did with her, to get them over the stigma of food insecurity. And that's really what we're trying to do with this particular event. Have you understand that food insecurity affects a lot of us, as some of you pointed out in your statistics. It's a much larger problem among CUNY students, and even that wonderful video clip that Zainab shared, it's a problem that CUNY students face, and it is something that we, all of those who are on this call, are here to help out with. So if anyone has any problems with food insecurity, please see it. So the question is the food pantry at your college taking donations at this time? Who would like to answer that question? Is the food pantry, Maritza, yes, she's the one to answer that. Maritza, is the food pantry at your college taking donations at this time?
We just had our food drive this past April 7th. So currently, I don't believe we're taking any donations. So yeah, too bad you just missed us.
Almost, but yes, we take donations anytime. Anytime you want to bring some food by, we do have food drives, as Maritza pointed out. We definitely dedicate some time. But Lupita and Milana and Maritza and Letsan are regulars now on campus, so they will be there. If you want to donate some food, please just arrange it with them, and they'll definitely be there to help out. Thank you, Marta Daly, and please, yes, share the information with your students. But they will be there. They're there, and Julie, leading all of that, will be there to help out as well. As far as when to get it, because the issue is on the donations. What Maritza is saying is, we dedicate a certain day and time because students aren't really allowed to come to campus, really. So it has to be a specially arranged thing. So it's not something we do generally. But if you have a donation, whether it be monetary, that's different. But if it's a food donation, we have certainly something that you could do. On the monetary side, that you can do anytime online. There is a link in the advancement, Your College advancement webpage that has a link for donating to the foundation. All right, so thank you all very, very much. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we hope to see you again soon. I will say and announce for everyone who's watching around the world, because we know this video is going to go around the world. We do have a Produce Day coming up the first week of May, first week of May. We're going to be giving away produce, fresh produce, to kind of help us make these wonderful dishes like Salwa made, like Sophia made, like Ascarina made. Maybe we'll have some fresh broccoli. We'll have Ascarina come out with her family and make some fresh broccoli soup for us live, and then she can hand out samples. I'm kidding, Ascarina, we're not going to do that. But we'd love to be able for you to share in some of the new produce that's available at the farms as of May. So it's a whole new crop of stuff. So hopefully you get to come out and join us. You just connect out with Food Pantry at york.cuny.edu if you're interested, or you can reach out to any one of our interns who presented today, and they will certainly prepare a produce bag for you when you come. We're also shortly going to be doing dairy again soon, so we hope to have that information to you within the next 2 weeks or so. Thank you very much. Have a great night, everyone, and thank you again, interns. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Thank you.